Welcome to Grand Sumo Breakdown,
the unofficial sumo podcast
for official sumo fans.
Welcome to Grand Sumo Breakdown. This is Jake.
And this is Mac.
And we are here with Dallas Sumo Club. We got Corey and we got Khalil. How are you guys doing today?
Blessed by the best, brother. Blessed by the best. How about y'all?
I like it.
No, we're doing great. Looks like Corey, you're nice and comfy here. You're absolutely ready to talk sumo.
Yeah, man. I'm just hanging out. Fingers recovering from sumo injury, but other than that, got a drink, got my laptop, got my camera. I'm set, man.
Corey, if I'm looking behind you, is that a macaron of victory?
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought that was. I'm like, that is a macaron of victory.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah, we're saving that for something else, but I figured if you noticed it, I would debut it here.
Yes, I like it.
Oh man, I am already jealous of whoever is going to win that most coveted of prizes. But
yeah, I figured you guys would get a kick out of that.
Absolutely. But yeah, Dallas Sumo Club, you guys are pretty new. You guys just got your start this year. How's growth been going? Corey, you're kind of one of the guys in the leadership role with you guys, right?
Yeah. I am the Oyakata of Dallas Sumo Club. I started it in January 2021. Khalil came on board a few months later. It's been really good. I feel like at least we get maybe like 1 or 2 people a month. We have about like 15 active members. And we have other people that fluctuate in and out. Yeah, man, the growth has been great. And I really think that we were talking about a little off camera, our activity on social media and just stuff like that, trying to get in the press and push the word about sumo. I think that helps draw in, new cats that want to do sumo.
Absolutely.
And so it's been great for us. Like, more than I could have ever imagined.
So, Khalil, how did you find the Dallas Sumo guys?
Oh man, I'm a manga fan, and I've been doing MMA all my life, and I saw a part of a manga where they were doing sumo wrestling, and I'm like, I've played football and I've wrestled all my life, so I was like, Dallas has everything, so they should have sumo out here. So I started off by googling sumo clubs in Texas. And I found the USA Sumo website. I found that they had a club in Dallas. So I messaged them on Facebook, and Corey hit me up either that day or like the next day and was like, yeah, man, we practice Wednesday and Sunday. Come out. And I did. And here we are now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun to see you guys. Social media being one of your big focuses. Dallas Sumo Club, no spaces, all lowercase and all that is on Instagram. You guys just stream like your regular practices. That's been fun. What made you decide to do that, Corey?
The social media push?
Yeah. I guess because like it's something that we don't see out of every club, but I mean, you guys are all over that.
Yeah, man. So I think it's a big thing. A lot of people, we're all Ozumo fans here. Khalil's actually just getting into watching Ozumo, and he's digging it, man. But you, everyone that watches this is a professional sumo fan, and one of the things that we always complain about as fans is, hey, they took away the Rikshi social media or any of that. And so one of the things that we love as fans is seeing that that behind the scenes and getting to interact. I remember back in the day, I would just message my favorite sumo tori and be like, hey man, great job or good luck tonight, and they'd reply. And a few still do. They don't post anymore though. Yeah. So I figured everyone is saying social media will grow pro sumo and get fans all around the world. So I figured we don't have anyone holding us back. It's just us. So I thought that would be a great way to help get more eyes on Dallas Sumo Club, and it has. We post every Keiko or Yamageko we do. We post to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, and the Ozumo forums, and then several sumo groups within Facebook. And by the way, if anyone sees this and knows another platform for sumo, please let us know. We'll post there too.
Yep. Yeah, it's really just the access, right? Like, you know, the more we hear about it. So have you guys seen members come in directly who have found you guys on social media? I mean, obviously,
yeah.
Khalil, like you just kind of searched for sumo clubs nearby and you figured it out. But yeah, is that where most of your guys come from?
I would say half. Yeah,
Right.
half the guys were a part of a email chain that Tom Zabel with Mighty Eagle Sumo Club had been building over the years, and then about, I would say a little more than half now have found us through social media or seen us at an event.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's
awesome.
Like you said, it's a hole that we're not really getting from the pro sumo as much anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
how does oh, go ahead.
Oh, just to say credit to them. I love the Oyakata YouTube channel that the Nihon Sumo Kyokai does. I love that. I wish they would do more of that. I know Ichinojo's stable. They've been posting on YouTube a lot. There are a few. Naruto Beya, they do it a lot. So I just hope more stables and just anyone involved in the NSK will continue that trend of pushing sumo into the digital world for everybody around the world to consume.
One of the things that I love particularly about your club is your involvement with not only the festivals, but you'll also go out just on Sundays and just practice out in the open. I mean, tell us more about that. I mean, I don't see many other clubs do. I mean, they say, you know, come find us, you know, come in, come invite, but you guys go out into the community, into these parks and do sumo out in the open. How have you found just engaging with people in that way?
Khalil, you want to take this one?
Sure, man. We practice Kiss Springs Park at Oak Cliff. As an Oak Cliff native, it's a really nice park. You know, you see a lot of different people of different backgrounds walking through. And it's really cool seeing people of all ages and walks of life just stop and observe, like even if it's just for a short amount of time. And what better than to spread awareness than do it around the people, you know? Like there's times we're practicing and kids like, what are they doing? And you see ladies walking by, they'll be giving us little looks and whatnot. Old folks just like, hey, I see you guys out here wrestling. You know, we chat them up a little bit. We'll try to get them to come on in. You know, most of them don't. But but it's just great, you know, to be around the community, be around the air, just the ambiance, being in a Japanese garden, you know, practicing the sport.
That's cool. Yeah, and go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I could add to that, one of the great things, man, we've been getting on in the newspapers and magazines and on the news a little bit lately, and that is all thanks to us just practicing outside in the view of the public and not hiding away in a gym like we normally do on Sundays. When we go out Wednesday mornings, there's so many people out there from so many different walks of life. And one of the people that saw us happened to work at she's a journalist for a magazine, and that's where it all kind of spawned. And I mean, just last week we had a news crew come out and a reporter, and that's not us reaching out to anybody or anything. That's just practicing sumo in a public space where it's definitely not commonly done. That, you know, that would be, if anyone wants more press for their clubs, just go out there where people aren't used to seeing half naked men beating each other up. And the news will come, or the police, but hopefully the news.
Hopefully one before the other.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So yeah, Khalil, you mentioned like you've got experience with other combat sports and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys do that training, how does that compare to like the stuff that you've been doing growing up?
The training is cool. And one thing you'll find out about me, especially nationals, I don't like to do warm ups. But as far as the yeah, I'm just a show up and fight guy. That's me.
All
That's how I
right.
get down. But comparing it to other martial arts, it's really cool. Of the aspect that it's simple. It's simple, but it's complicated at the same time. Because like I've done Muay Thai, I've boxed for years, wrestled all my life. I've done judo, sambo, and this sport is so crazy because it's like if any part of your body touches the ground or goes out of the circle, you lose. It
Game
could be
over.
a fingertip. Like any other sport, you go to the ground. It's like, oh yeah, you can get back up and keep fighting, or you keep fighting on the ground. But you could slip. Like you could just off the start slip, and the top of your big toe brushes the ground. You're it.
Game
That's
over.
it. So it's dope. Using different grappling techniques from other styles. To like move opponents around. So it's pretty fun. I love it. I love the body positivity. Most places you see bigger guys, everybody's like, ew, put the shirt on. But big guys in sumo, it's celebrated. Like, yeah, the bigger you are, the more people love you. So even for the little people, we accept little people too. And seeing little guys beat up big guys, that's one of my favorite things. I don't really let it happen to me. So
other big
But,
guys. Yeah, of course.
The other guys are fine. The other guys can get beat.
What I'm saying? Anybody else, But it's really dope, man. It's really accepting, and I love it.
Very cool. So
Man,
yeah,
I just want to interject, Khalil. I love hearing you on interviews. This is not the same guy at practice. He's an animal, and here he's so eloquent and fucking sounds great. I just love seeing the duality.
he's
of
not
this.
in battle mode right now, right?
It's amazing.
So this is the real Khalil then. This is who we're actually seeing, because when he gets in the ring, it's all business. And then outside,
no,
it's
the
like,
other thing
I'm
is
okay.
You have the hood sumo, which is Showtime, and you have the GQ sumo, you know what I'm saying, which is Khalil Collins. The duality of man. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Of course. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So yeah, you guys are training hard. Obviously, you two are both going to Vegas, right? What kind of a roster are you guys bringing with? Corey, you said you got like 15 active members. Who's making the trip?
So we were gonna bring 4, myself, Khalil, and 2 of our co-founding members, Jonathan Flowers and Jared Tedlock, which, I mean, without them, I could not run this club. They were going to go, but financial stuff, man, it is so expensive to go.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot believe how much I don't come from a martial arts background, so I'm not used to traveling around competing in these things. Man, if I had the finances to go to every single tournament, I know if we all did, we all would. Man, but yeah. So it's just me and Khalil going this time around. Hopefully, next time something like this rolls around, or another big competition, we can bring more of a roster. But yeah, for right now, it's just me and Khalil going.
Cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You guys are down there in Texas. You guys got a handful of other clubs that are, not next door, but they're in driving distance, right? Do you guys practice a lot with the other clubs? Like Khalil, why don't you? How often do you guys see the other clubs? What kind of interactions do you have with them?
I'm going to paraphrase that with something else and say, is there a club you like to fight more than the others?
Oh yeah, we're just trying to stir some shit, If there's any,
just a little.
Well, they're all great guys. All the guys in Texas, man, I consider them as my family. Once I've been in the ring with them, I'm not gonna say anyone's better than anybody else because they all have their own style, and every dog has his day. Everybody wins, everybody loses. One day we could be on top, next day we could be the ones being pushed out the failure. But shout out to my boy Justin Kissert, man. You still got to get your lick back on me. Yeah, I mean, but man, it's great, man. I love interacting with all the clubs, not just Texas. I wish we could see them more often, but Texas is really big, believe it or not. So, and gas is really high. So I really only get to see them during tournament times.
Yeah, we've heard from a lot of people like the same thing you said, Corey. Like, if travel was easier, you know, we'd be doing it more.
We'd all
Do
be
you see
there.
that as like the biggest obstacle to doing more stuff? You know, expansion to other
Yeah,
clubs, other tournaments.
Mhm.
yeah, hands down, finances, because we, as of right now, I say this in a lot of interviews we do, and I know one day it'll come back and bite me in the ass, but I'm going to say it because it's true right now.
Uh-oh.
We are one of the very few sumo clubs in the United States that does not accept fees or whatever. We don't charge anything to come do sumo. Anyone can show up. I feel like that's the best way to grow. It's not viable for other people, for other clubs, but we have a unique situation. And man, if you don't, if there's anyone can go outside and do sumo. All you need is a rope. That's it, or a hose or anything, man. Anyone can go outside and do sumo. We just use a battle rope, and there. I mean, it sucks because there's no resistance at the edge or anything like that. We don't have a dohyo yet. We will be starting a GoFundMe or something like that for one pretty soon, because we have a lot of people that we're really lucky, man. We have a lot of supporters and within the sumo community and without that want to see us do well. Khalil has a whole fan base behind him, especially on Reddit. For whatever reason, they think he's Samoan,
Modest. He's being
but
modest.
they love him. Yeah, man. But for sure, financials is the biggest part. But we try and make up that for with other things. Like we can't make it to everything. That's why we post so much on social media.
Right.
Mhm.
Make sure everybody knows you're there. They can find you if they want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And one day when things are a little more stable, we will definitely have a bigger presence when it comes to national and international sumo affairs.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
I'm
that's the
Oh, go
plus
ahead,
and
Jake.
the minus of it being kind of a small sport, right? We're all doing it because we love it, but that also means there's no money in it, right?
I'm
Yeah.
a
but
pull up. I don't
I
care
was
where
about to say
I'm
nothing
pulling
but
up.
love.
Yeah.
But if you look at, I mean, this is what I was going to highlight. If you look at just all the interactions that you guys have had so far, watching your club grow, I mean, for only being in the game since January of this past year and starting off with, yourself, Khalil, looking at you, Corey, looking at Jared, looking at Jonathan. I mean, that's 4. But I've seen your roster grow throughout the year. That's what, again, one of the most fun things that I've enjoyed is just watching more and more guys appearing as you're doing all of your practices, as you're doing all the Keiko. I'm like, well, they're multiplying. Like this is going to be cool.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And being the Oyakata of Dallas Sumo Club, I mean, stuff like that makes my sumo soul smile, man. Just getting new guys super interested. Like we have a dude who came along and now is an integral part of the club. Some of our members don't have social media. Quite a few of them don't have social media. And Albert Martinez, he runs our Discord. It's a private Discord for us. And man, he's really helped with like organizing everything, and he's become an integral part. And he's just become vicious in the ring. He fights with a Haruma Fuji type style. He's always super low and driving. Yeah, man, just seeing like that little offshoots, like it's awesome when people keep coming and showing up, but then when they're like, hey man, let me do something more than just beat people up in the ring. I love to see that too. And man, one thing that's super cool though is when people show up like Khalil and like you see him, he's big, he's like, oh, okay, this guy will fit in great with sumo. But then when he starts throwing in leg trips and hoisting people up and throwing them all around like a wrecking ball, it's like, oh damn, dude, that's super cool. Now we have a guy that's like unbeatable almost. And Khalil just came home with a gold medal, him and Jonathan, from the San Antonio team tournament. So dude, seeing something like that, like Khalil and Jonathan both put medals, gold medals on the wall of Dallas Sumo Club. So as the sumo papa. I am super happy to see that, man. It's like it is so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, a trophy case that will hopefully keep growing. So yeah, I see you got a whole bunch of professional sumo merch back there. Do you guys watch like as a group? Do you guys yeah, like Khalil, are you into pro sumo now? Is that something you guys use like for training for tape?
Every now and then I take a glance at it. I might see something I like. I might, oh, let me put that move in the bag. You never know what's gonna happen. Like I watch a lot of Inho because he's short. I'm
I was
short,
just gonna ask,
and
like, is there one that you watch in particular?
I watch Inho and forgive me if I butcher his name, Terano Fuji.
Yep,
So
Teruno Fuji.
I'm a big guy, and I was looking at some. I think his name's Oho this morning.
Mm.
I'm like, we all have similar things. Like, Terano Fuji, he's big and he's really strong once he gets the belt. Like me, I'm short like Inho. So I'm like, how can I incorporate these styles with other fighting styles that most people probably haven't gone up against to, diversify my game? Because, one thing that I've noticed, having a football background, um, I've noticed that I found I can be faster or have better footwork than other people my size. So, I like to use the gifts that God gave me. So work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
About you, Corey? There a particular one that you watch when you're watching tape?
I see Tochi Notion over there.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who he's got back there.
So probably the first guy that got me into sumo. Oh well, besides not Hokuto Fuji. So Chiyono Fuji was my guy. Like is my guy forever. He's the one who the first sumo wrestler I saw that was like, oh my god. And then Tochi Noshin. It's really cool to see an outsider succeed in a sport that really isn't built for them. And then somebody that I've like just fallen in love with, and I love to go back and watch his stuff. And I had the chance to talk to was Amaniski, Ajikawa Oyakata. I love him, man. It's really cool. Like he stayed as absolutely long as he could, and of course I love watching Hakuho. But I would say like my favorites are Hokuto Fuji, Terutsuyoshi, and man, I've lately, now that I'm switching my sumo style up, I used to be all belt, and I'm kind of trying to move away from that, and I'm really falling in love with Abi.
Yeah,
Nice to have him back in the top division, right?
Yep, that's just about to say that.
Yeah, man. And thanks to I was watching Abi the other day, and I was like, man, I need to get off of that belt. A lot of and any club you talk to will say this. A lot of, and I believe we have talked about it before. A lot of American Amazumo is straight for the belt, and you don't see a lot of slapping. Yeah, and so I was like, man, I kind of want to. I want to try my hand at that, and thanks to Abi, I broke my finger on Albert's chest the other day. But
damn you, Abi!
Yeah,
we got to get your hands strong, Corey.
Yeah,
gotta
man,
tape him
I
up.
don't know.
Tape him up. That's what
dude,
Hokuto Fuji did.
I am now.
Sorry, Kotoyuki.
You'll see it Sunday.
Kotoyuki.
Yeah, Kotoyuki. Yeah, the Star Trek penguin hands.
Yes.
And next Sunday you will see them taped up in the video.
we gotta run you through Showtime's 5-point hand strengthening maneuver.
Oh, hey, real quick, off topic. Khalil, what'd you think of your new honorary Shikona?
I mean,
oh, you got a
Shikona?
You got a ring name?
Yeah, we kind of try and throw them out there.
I mean, if we want to keep it 100, they was calling me Showtime at the first tournament, so I knew it was only a matter of time.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So Miseba is Showtime in Japanese.
All right. So Miseba, am I gonna say it? Miseba?
That sounds like that'll work just fine for you.
Got it.
That's cool.
SEBA.
Got it.
Iseba.
There you go. Well, yeah, we'll see you guys in Vegas. What weight classes are you guys planning on, by the way?
Biggest one.
Okay, well, I'm
Biggest
sorry,
one.
Khalil.
Uh-oh.
Khalil, I probably could have guessed, but yeah, Corey, what are you going to be in that like combined middleweight, light heavyweight division?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. It really I'm super bummed they eliminated middleweight for this tournament. But I get it. It's because the International Sumo Federation eliminated that for the World Games for
Come up to
whatever
heavyweight,
reason.
Corey. Come up to
Oh
heavyweight,
no.
Corey.
So that's one of the things is like, man, I would really love to start trying to put on more muscle. But yeah, man, I've lost so much weight with sumo that I'm like, I can fit into my old like I had a really nice custom suit made like a few years ago, and I got too fat for it. And now that I'm doing sumo, I can fit that suit again. And I'm like, oh my God, man, I don't want to get fatter. Like
the suit's
and
like,
so,
you look like $1 million, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the way.
yeah, man. So
funny.
I don't know. I'm torn on it.
Well, you got
But
bigger, Khalil.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people, it's weird, man. Most people, when they find sumo, they lose weight. A dramatic majority of our guys have lost weight, and there are people that intentionally put on weight, and I'll probably definitely try and put on some muscle after Vegas. And I should preface that, like, dude, I would love to go and win. That is the goal of going to Vegas for most people. But really, man, I'm just I want to go and have a great time and hang out with everyone who loves sumo. It is that is my favorite part about the competitions. There's guys in there that I know that I'm not going to beat up. I'm probably not taking home gold in the open anytime soon. Maybe in the future, who knows? But yeah, I mean, the goal for me in Vegas is let's have a raucous sumo party, man. I'm so excited to get in there and fight people I've never fought and hang out with you guys, get some drinks, talk sumo. That's what I love about the sport most, is finding other people to watch it.
Yeah.
100%. Or do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll
Khalil,
see if
what
we
about
can.
you? What are you looking forward to?
Man, I'm an athlete, brother. I'm looking at the Lord brings me victory, and if I do lose, I hope I learn something I can use in the future.
Yeah.
Right on.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we're super looking forward to seeing you guys there. We mentioned it before, Dallas Sumo Club on Instagram, Twitter, all over the place. Certainly the easiest club to find if you're looking for somebody to follow to get some sumo content from the States here. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. We're really looking forward to seeing you guys, and good luck in the training till then.
Good luck.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah.
For real.
Pacquiao!
Perfect closer.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you for listening to Grand Sumo Breakdown. Until next time,
Throw your salt high.
and keep moving forward.